Hi all, welcome back. DD at Tarawa. This is part 26. Yeah, I did actually just come straight back there from that last recording. Right, I'm not so sure how much will get done, but we can at least get started and hopefully I will finish another part tonight. I talk about all this and it doesn't really matter to anybody watching, but I don't know, it's just small talk, I suppose, or how you get yourself going and start talking about things, I suppose. Yeah, it doesn't make any odds to any use, does it? Anyway, well, it matters to me. It's what I'm doing at the time, etc. Okay, so we are starting turn 14. Yeah, 14 and 15, and then we count and we need 12 points, or you can just wrap it all up, and that'll be that, Grant. And I'm not sure I would take it. I would do a take two of this this game, and that's not saying anything about the game being bad or anything like that. It's an amazing game. It's just it's tough. It really is. My D-Day at Omaha again went much better than this. It's not as it doesn't feel like it's as brutal. And yeah, one of the guys, like I say, I meant to mention, he talked about this was his favourite of the series, and he found this easier than Omaha, and I don't know. Think he's been getting some good luck if that's the case. Some good landings and yeah, quite a lot of things going in his favour if that's the case. But maybe there's something in that. Maybe I was luckier in Omaha. Not that I'll not spoil it in case anybody's not watched it and wants to watch it with that to see it right through to the finish. But anyway, yeah, and yeah, what was I saying now about restarting if I didn't make it? I don't know. I just don't know if I could go through it again. The pain. Right now, I would still. Like I say, I would bring this game out again for sure. I think these games are maybe not once a year, maybe twice a year. I think most of you out there that love these games, I don't know, maybe some of you bring them out a bit more often than that. But it takes me ages to get through the game, so that as well. You can see it's taken me weeks, months maybe, to play the game, because of the way I do things. If I look in the box, it'll tell me it's probably takes so many hours to complete it, but I'm going to be way over that. Right, stop going on, Grant. No landing checks, nothing coming in next turn, nothing in the water to wade. So we're going to go right into a nice freshly shuffled deck, and we're going to just get an amazing event here to get us kicking off on turn 14. So let's do it. Turn 14 event. Is that the same card that I drew the last time? 2 depth markers again. Man. No, that's a bad start. Okay. Oh, this purple position's getting it, innit? Oh, none of it's going to be good, Grant. Well, we know, first of all, it's the closest to, isn't it? And the fact that's an inland position doesn't matter. It's adjacent. It's closest in the hexes. That is the only one without depth that we're not adjacent. That tank, well, he's got depth, but he can't get it anyway. This guy, both these guys have got depth. They're adjacent. There's nothing up there adjacent. We're going to have to find somebody else as well, but this is going to be the first one because that's the only unit we're adjacent to that doesn't have a depth marker. Yep. So he gets an inland depth marker as well. Oh, good. The joy. Well, that makes that attack look. And it, oh, no. Yeah. I'm sure some of you realise this as well. This is a fortified hex. So not only does the unit get the doubled, the depth marker gets doubled as well. We can just forget that now, I think. I mean, I've only got an attack is 7 strength there. And it's an inland position with an inland depth marker. Where did this guy come from? I watched that. That was in the last turn. I think he... Did he redeploy? Where did he redeploy from? It could only have been... No, it could have been there, I suppose. I can't remember. I remember him coming down there and I'm thinking, oh, that's not what I wanted. Because I think my plan was to try and move this up into the one... Well, this hex in particular. Because this one's not a good one to sit in because that red is intensifier anyway. But that's for the other reason that it's fortified, the hex. Just making that's going to be horrible to try and take. So, yeah. Yeah, the problem now is... Oh. Yeah, hang on. Yeah, I can't secure this position as well because it's an intense fire. Yeah. All position hexes projecting intense fire and that hex are also occupied by US units or garrisons. So although I could, I think, grab this one by putting a unit in it. Remember, the unit needs to be there by the end of turn 15. I'm not getting this hex. Unless I take this guy out, of course. Good luck with that one. Yeah, see, I can't move shoot. Well, hang on though. You can go move 3 hexes, Grant. Yeah, I will have to... Cause I could... But thing is, this is turn 14. If I get another something up there this turn, and then turn 15 we attack that. Well, unless you take it right out. If you take it out on turn 15, but what's the chances of that? Right, anyway, that's our first depth marker. Yeah. So another one, we've got one more to place. This is within 2. It's inland, however. This one is inland within 3. This one's got depth. It's within 2. It's got to be this guy up here, isn't it? Yeah. Well, there you go. If we had moved this tank in here, we've now got depth in it. So that's 2 away and it's on the coast. The other one that I looked at was 2 away, but it's inland. So I think that's the winner. Yeah. So I'm going to get a coastal depth marker for that. And that'll be that. Yeah, of course, me moving this unit down across from there into there caused that depth marker to be placed. If I hadn't done that, we would have been 2 away. Well, actual fact, yeah, I would have still put depth on one of these 2, I think, because they would then end up the next closest inland as well. So what would I went out? Was it lowest number? That's a 10 though. Well, that's a 14, so it still would have been there anyway. Oh well, right. Will I draw this Yeah, I'm going to just draw the Japanese fire phase because I'm just feeling kind of low anyway. So let's just get on with it. So onto the fire phase. Artillery is involved, although they've vacated quite a few positions now. So let's see what we get. Japanese fire. And we've got all the letters up. Right, here we go. We've got a blue eye. Well, blue eye was a concern at some point. That one would have, but we've got that covered up. I don't think a blue eye is going to bother us, to be honest. Double green. Look at this though. There's always an R, isn't there? There's always an R. There's always an R. Yellow R. Oh, hang on. No, that's not. That's not even occupied. That's just getting. I certainly wasn't as frustrated at DD at Omaha. I mean, yes, but this is like just. I don't know. It's just so much more brutal, I think. Okay. Well, to be honest, the fact that these are both doubles. The eye, I don't think's going to mean. What else does it do? The eye actually. Right, it does fire still, Grant. So if it's got US units in its field of fire, it'll just fire. If it's not got US units in its field of fire, it'll do nothing. And if it's unoccupied and not in Japanese communication and within 2 hexes. You'll get the infiltrate, but I can't see anywhere where that's going to happen. So, and then the fact it's a double as well, not so sure. What was it? Brown didn't come up, did it? We were talking about sitting up there. Our tank could have been sitting there nice and sweet now, couldn't it? 8 of any on the artillery, I very much doubt they've got that. Because we've got 3 destroyed. There's only 12. Yeah, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that I can see that are vacant. So 5 and the 3 is, we've got 8. So there's only 4. They've only got 4, maybe at most. So that's not going to apply. Right, let's go. So again, yeah, after that last thing, we should really be going with our action right the way through. But we'll plod on the way we've been doing it. Just try and keep an eye on things though, just in case. So double blue, double green, and single yellow with the R. I suppose the double green P action could come into it. Not so sure we've got much in the way of double greens though. Okay, so purple not on the card, green is a single, brown not on the card. There's a empty blue, but it's not within 2. Red is not on the card, right? Yellow, so this is an R action. Does it have units in its field of fire? It does. This guy's a circle though, so good. This guy's a diamond, so good as well. He's just going to fire, isn't he? R action, inland. US units in his field of fire. Yeah, he would resupply and fire, but he's got depth, so all good there. This is a single blue. Oh, this is a double green. Oh, right. Well, I don't know what this is going to do. So that's a coastal, isn't it? Yeah, that's the one that the debatable beach hex. Well, you know what? It's not. It's Grand being silly beach hex. So coastal P. If it's got US units in its field of fire, it's going to fire. I don't think it does, eh? Oh, that's going to be worse. It's going to do that patrol thing, I think. I don't like that. That disrupts things. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it not within 4 hexes or something stupid like that? Oh, no, it's only inland positions that do the patrol. So if it's not got US units in field of fire, it's not going to do anything. How about that? Right, so it's doing nothing. I'll take that. Right, coming along. We have brown. Right, unoccupied yellow, but not within 2. That is purple, not on the card. That is brown, not on brown not in the card. This is just a single blue. This is a double red not in the card. That's nice. Red didn't come up. That's nice. Single brown not in the card. Not in the card red. Not in the card. Yeah, I did point to this earlier, didn't I? Oh, is he going to fire as well? No, they don't reinforce and fire. Don't tell me that. No. They surely don't. Please tell me they don't. So it's an inland position with an R. Ah, they do. How? No. Place reserve unit and depth marker in the position, then fire. I mean, come on. I don't believe anybody's won this game. I mean, how could I avoid? Well, that's where the tank was, wasn't it? That came in close combat us, and then we fought it to the death, defeated it, and now look what we're getting in return. Stupid game. Right, we need a reserve. Right, I've no idea. No, I can't remember anything about them. Oh, I need a dice. Right. I've not got my wee thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? I'm just rolling off camera. I've rolled a 1, so it's going to be the first one on the left. So that is our unit. It's inland. So we're getting an inland depth marker for it. Right. Let me just come to the page. Reinforce. Unoccupied position in Japanese communication, yeah. Within 2 hexes of a US unit, yeah. Place a reserve unit and a depth marker, okay. Starting turn 11 after reinforcing, any US units are in the new occupied positions, field of fire, conduct fire. How can you? Right, this guy's getting hit and disrupted. Because he's in an intense fire. I'm sure you can hear the frustration in my voice, but he's not hitting anybody else. This is not in field of fire, neither's that. Right, moving on. And just remembering that the yellow is the first colour on that card, so that would happen just in case any other shenanigans would have happened, but I don't think it would have affected anything anyway. Purple's not in the card, brown's not in the card, yellow is, it's not within 2. This is a single green, so not doing anything. This is I've just noticed these. I've just noticed them. Just now. I'm kind of hoping I didn't get the 12 point. Well, this is going to make it even more unlikely, to be honest. What a joke, really. I must be making a mess of this. Either that, or I'm getting really unlucky. You know, I mean, yes, you've got to take these positions, Grant. You've got to move into them. Did I not have the chance to move one of these into that? I did, but not into both of them. And then if I move one into there, it's an intense purple. Okay, purple's not in the card. That's the chances maybe you've got to take. Right, red is not on the card. Next thing along is yellow here. We've got the R action for the yellow. This is going to reinforce. It's the lowest numbered hex. So it's going to go, yeah, clearly it's going to go in that one. Well, that's actually going to give him another artillery position back, but I don't think it's not going to count up to 8. So I've got 2 units in the reserve units pile there. So first one's a 1, 2, 3, just rolling off camera. I've rolled a 6. So it's going to be this guy this time. This is a coastal position. It's going in the lowest numbered hex, which is here. What did I say? Yeah, it was a 6 I rolled. So he goes in here. He's now going to have a wee shot, a wee pot shot. He's shooting at triangles. Okay, he can hit 3 things. That's not getting hit, but I'm not getting a support marker for it. That's not getting hit, but I'm now not getting a support marker from it. Yeah, I'm about ready to throw the towel in, I think. That's a triangle, but it's not firing into there. Right, let's get down to what he is actually hitting. So in here, both in here are yellow. I've got, it's triangles it's hitting. So I've got a triangle down the bottom. And I've got 2 triangles here. Will we just take all them away? Yeah, just take all them away, Grant. Boom, boom, boom. 3 triangles. He gets to dish out 3 hats. These guys are going away. Can you hear the anger in my voice right now? What a slaughter fest. Really. Yeah, I really think this is game over, really. What a shame. And yeah, he is able to trace communication. I suppose these are all the things that I should be trying to shut off, but shut off the hexes, shut off the communication. I really, okay, I'm sure somebody could tell me some of the things that I've done wrong, but I cannot believe that I've been getting things horrendously wrong in this game. If I have, then yeah, fair enough. I might have got it completely all wrong, but right. Let's get finished up here so I can go and drown my sorrows. I'm going for a drink. So that was yellow again doing its thing. Yellow, it's the R action, I think, that's doing its thing. So that one's not going to apply. That's an empty blue, not within 2. Brown's not on the card. Purple's not on the card. Purple's not on the card. Green, empty, not within 2. Red. Oh, that's close. Another empty yellow. Fortunately, it's within 3, so we're not getting another. The last reserve unit in it. Anyway. Moving along, red, green, blue. Yeah, it's unoccupied. Not within 2. Empty green, not within 2. Just red, not in the card. Brown, not in the card. Purple, not in the card. Empty yellow, but yeah, not within 2. Not in the card. This is only a single blue. Not on the card. Brown's not in the card. Green needs to be a double. That's it. Yeah, nothing doing over here. It only happened where it mattered. Yeah, I kind of feel like that was a bad one. Okay, I think that's it. I think I'm just going to leave it at that. Artillery, he did move, like I say, moved into this position here, but if you look, that's empty. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 that are empty. Oh, sorry, that one up there as well, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I missed that one actually at first. Forgot about that one. So 5 that are empty, and we've destroyed 3, which is 8, which only leaves 4. I might have missed something. But they needed 8, so that's a pretty good card for that. I thought this was a decent card as well. Look, I mean, the artillery, when I kind of comfortable about, double blue, double green, and it's that really made a mess of things. You know, yeah. Well, you seen what happened. I don't need to repeat it. I don't want to repeat it. Right, so moving on to the second event card. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pause there. That was just too much for me. I need to get away from it from a bit. I'll try and gather myself and come back and see if there's anything we can do about this, but the fact that this is shutting off these support markers too. But I couldn't move into these two. Well, maybe you could have. And maybe this is what you've got to do. Maybe that was my mistake there. Was moving it into this yellow, getting something into this yellow position, even though it is intense purple. If it is in intense purple, you're taking a hat, fair enough, but it's not allowing this nonsense. Yeah, okay. Right, yeah, probably, well, I've only got 26 minutes, so I will pause this. I might actually just stop the video though and restart once, and then join the bit on. I'll let me copy it across or whatever. Right, okay, I'll be back later. Cheers. Hi all. Right, back to finish part 26. Though this is the same day, same night. I was very much doubtful I was going to come back and finish. I'm sure you could hear the frustration, the annoyance, the anger in my voice. Just the pain. How this game can treat you. Yeah, I've maybe not quite felt as bad as this in the game before. I mean, I've played this one before. I played the Omaha. I played Peleliu as well, which is, I think, maybe thought of to be worse than this, or harder than this. Whether it's as brutal as this or not, I don't know. Yeah, but it's like I was. If any of you watched me playing my Carrier Battle Philippine Sea playthrough, I was getting a bit annoyed because things were coming too easy for me. Maybe that's why I set this game up, to sort of say, right, you bash on, Grant, let's see how you find this easy. Just brutal. Anyway, yeah, so I didn't think I was going to come back tonight to finish this. However, I came up the stair and I looked across and I thought, right, I'll go and check any comments in the computer. And yeah, I just replied to Martin saying, you might have just gave me that little bit of glimmer of hope, because he must have been commenting on, I think this was part 23, when I started counting up my victory points. Victory points? Yeah. Victory points? Yeah, it is. Or whatever the points you need. Yeah, I'm sure they're called victory points, Grant, aren't they? Do we really need to know? Victory conditions, so... I don't actually think it calls them victory points, does it? You just need to secure the positions, yeah. And Martin's, reminded me, and it's weird too, because I talked about it down here. Was it before this position showed up, or I can't remember. No, I think I was talking about this position. Anyway, I was talking about the fact that this has intense purple into here, so I cannot secure that position. But I did talk about being able to secure this position, and yet this is in steady purple field of fire. But I talked about it, and I think I said, well, I could put a unit in there which would secure it. However, I could get fired upon, but as long as I had a unit there come the end of turn 15. I think I maybe mentioned that. However, when I was up here discussing my points, and I don't know, it looks like I'm mixing and matching with this and not getting it. I'm saying that this is not secure. Well, this is secured because it's only a steady field of fire. Can you imagine how the game was to the first people, the first folk that played this? I'm not sure if I played it. No, because I would have played it. Well, when was it? When did it come out? Was it 2015? How long have I been playing, did I say? About 8 years or something. So, the Rata was 2016, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah, and they'll be incorporated into the 27. Well, yeah, the Rata is not in the book that I've got. Although, did I not buy this second hand? I think I might have done. Anyway, what I'm trying to say, I suppose, is did I play this game with the original rules that it just said, that this is a steady field of fire in this hex, so it wouldn't be secure, and then they changed it up to say that you only had to secure the other. It's that position there. You only had to secure this position if it was intense field of fire to benefit from that. So, yeah, I mean, that does tend to make it even so much harder. So, yeah, I do have this position. Even though I'm sitting in this steady, as long as it's steady field of fire, you're fine. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And in actual fact, yeah, I have this position too. So this is 9. Because I'm in this position and it's only a steady field of fire that comes into it. I mean, whether that guy's going to survive till the end of the next turn, because we're on turn 14, maybe not. But that's 9 positions right there. So I do feel like I've got a bit more hope. Now, I'm sure when we come down and look at some of the other positions, it might... I mean, I did realise this at first, and I don't know why I've started thinking that wasn't secured. I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure why I started thinking that. Because even, like I say, when I came down here, I was talking about that. We've got 9 there at the moment. Now, you can't say they're guaranteed because, well, I'd like to say 8 of them are guaranteed. I mean, this tank, I suppose. Now, no, hang on. We're past the Japanese fire phase. So, turn 15... Only turn 15 to come. So I can't imagine that tank's going to get removed. There is a chance this guy could get shot, and eliminated. So I would say 1, 2, 3. Well, I need something in there, or a garrison. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm going to say guaranteed 8, but potentially it could be 9. We could get 9 out of that. So let's look here. What have we got here? Yeah, this is in steady red and steady blue. And although I talked about I couldn't establish a command post in here because this was in the potential red. Well, it doesn't even matter if a Japanese unit occupies that hex. It's not intense red that's going in there, so we secure that hex. Not that and not that. In actual fact, if we moved in there, we would secure that hex as well. Not a very pleasant place to be, but yeah, because it's only steady brown that fires into there. So anyway, what did I say across there? 8 or 9 if you're looking at it. So that's an extra 1, that's 10. And then come down here, well, this has turned into a bit of a mess. Well, it's a bit of a mess, but we actually secure this hex, even though yellow fires into it. And yellow fires into that. I mean, okay, I am not getting these support markers unless we can... unless these guys go away before the US engineer phase, and it would mean the second event to remove this, so I'm not getting them. But however, these are secure positions. That's not, obviously. So that's another 2. So if we're counting the 9, 10, 11, that's 12 there. This one will be... Oh no, that's not a position. Sorry, my bad. But this one counts 2. And he's a 2-stepper, he's sitting in steady red, steady brown from this tank. But at the moment, that is a secure position. So that's, 9, 10, 11, 12, that's 13. And this one, however, is not. This one is sitting in intense brown. So, yeah. That one doesn't work. And do we have anything we can do with this tank? I don't think so. Can we? He didn't activate there, did he? No. No, because we're going to get one support marker. Yeah, I would have needed, I think. Oh, you know what? I would only needed two. Oh no, I can't do that though, can I? Yeah, Martin kind of said that I think according to him, you would only be able to use one support marker in the fight. But he did seem to think he would add a hero. I'm not arguing against him there, but I'm not quite sure where all this. I don't know how he feels. I don't think he does feel 100% sure about it all, but these things aren't. If they are written, they're not. I don't think it says anywhere that you can only use one support marker as a wild card. Maybe it does. I get the feeling that it possibly would have linked me some rule to that. So I think this is just his look on it and how he's read through, how he's reading of the rules tells him that that's how it would be. And not that I want to make big challenges on that, because he does tend to get, most of it right. I think I've got him out a couple of times, but these games in particular, his bread and butter. I've maybe challenged a couple of the newer games, but Mr. Butterfield's games, some of the rules and stuff. But sometimes it's all not that clear cut, is it? But hope I'm not sounding like I'm trying to diss you there, Martin. I'm just I suppose if it's written down, but we know all these things aren't written down. That's why there's like threads and threads on BGG for all these games, for this game as well, and even some of the new questions that I've brought up here, maybe not, they weren't that clear, and anyway, where are we going, Grant? Okay, so I was thinking about what to do with the tank. Well, we were looking at the numbers that you have. So I think did I not count that as 13 maybe? And I wasn't able to count this one. Up here, that's not a position. Yeah, that's pretty much you, isn't it? So it looks passable, more so now than what it did, because I think when I left the game earlier, I was thinking that, or was I? Maybe I did have this. I don't know. I don't think I was counting this as a secure position here, for instance. Maybe I was. But I certainly did talk about it up here, because I definitely wasn't counting that position. That's what Martin's comment, his timestamp comes right when I'm talking about that. I'm not counting that as a point, so well, thanks for the glimmer of hope, like I said to you, because once you've seen, if you watch the part up until this, I just felt like throwing the towel in, really, to be honest. And part of me feels in some ways that, I don't know, do I want to carry it on? Really, is that a bad feeling? Is that, I feel like I'm at a position where I'm just not really going to get anywhere. I don't know. Maybe that's wrong. Everything got slaughtered round about here. Okay. And this tank. Like I say, I don't think. Well, we know what it is now, so we can know exactly. It's 5 strength, and we need 2 different weapons that we've not got, really. I'll tell you what we could get. We could get a naval artillery, naval fire marker. I dare say you'd be able to use a naval fire marker and a support marker as artillery. That would be nice. You're not going to believe me if I draw that as the next event now. Well, I've said that before, and then it's never been. It could be. We've not had. Well, actually, look at the Japanese fire card. Look at it. Although I think it's turned 17 to 30, isn't it? Take a naval fire marker. There you go. On turn 70 to 30. So we need it on turn 14. Right. Okay. Let's just. I'm going to finish this part for the night, and it'll probably be me. And I'm off work tomorrow and the next day, and I was hoping to do a bit more, but I'm deflated. I must admit, I'm deflated. The only reason I think I hit record again there was because of Martin's comment about, and then I thought, oh, have I been reading it right? And I'm just counting up there, so. But I've maybe been better being put out of my misery, to be honest. Right, let's draw the event for turn 14. Here we go. This is a good one. Lost boat teams catch up. Add a step to a one-step infantry unit. This is good. Is there any kind of lost boat teams in the rules? Add a step to a one-step infantry unit of your choice. It does say infantry unit there, so, and like we've said before, it seemed to differentiate between infantry and engineer units, which I'm pretty sure you would want to pick an infantry anyway, because I think some of them can flip into 3 strength, can't they? So, by flipping the unit from its one-step side to its two-step side, if there are no one-step infantry units in play, disregard this event. Okay, so, well, at least it's a good one. And I'm sure, well, I'm saying we've got plenty. We got quite a few wiped out. Well, I can see one here. Oh. What if he was to flip into it? No, he's not going to, is he? He's got machine gun on him. And none of these guys are going to have AR or NA on them, are they? So, well, what is it then, Grant? Oops, careful. Almost an accident there. Well, he does. He is one of the heavy ones, yeah. So he brings a radio, which he's getting from the command post anyway. But he is jumping back to 4 strength. Ooh. Right, hang on. I'll tell you what. That's going to disrupt us, which isn't the worst result in the world. Right, let's, before we just set ourselves, I mean, I'm pretty sure that's going to be the guy we're picking. He's 2 steps, he's 3 steps, I think. Oh yeah, and that's kind of relevant. We do still have a couple of 3-step units out there, so we're still alive. No, because he needed to get, what was it, demolitions back, but I don't think he got it from his 2-step side, did he? No, that's actually bringing a radio back with him as well, and he's only going to 3 strength, and this is still disrupted, so I don't think that's going to, I think this is still winning, isn't it? Well, that wouldn't be an awful choice, because he's only got 1 step, and he's securing this position, as we've found out, but still feels not quite the right choice. And none of them, I think the guys with the heroes are 2 steps, aren't they? Yeah. And yeah, they're engineers. These are 2 steps. Yeah, so it's between that guy, and that guy. And this one seems like the no-brainer, huh? Because at least, yeah, I'm going to take it on him. Because at least now, these are 2 free actions to attack this. Attacking with 10 strength against 5 without the weapons is going to disrupt that. Okay, it's not completely dealing with it as we'd like, but yeah, it's something. And I can work on, I don't know. Oh, yeah, we can work on moving this hero up. At least he could bring one of them with it. But then how are you going to get the other one? Yeah, a tank. And you've got one tank away at that side, and you've got this tank here, but 7. Yeah, did I not say I wasn't that far away? 1, 2, 3, 4. Of course, I did use him the last time, didn't I? Could I have moved him? No, was he not? Oh, no, Grant, you silly boy. If I had moved him, even just switch places with him, well, I mean, I could do that this turn. It's just that, I mean, 7 range, this brings it does bring artillery, doesn't it? The tank. Yeah, AR and BZ, and then if within 4 hexes, machine gun. So he wouldn't supply machine gun, but at the moment it's sitting at 8 hexes away. I'm just wondering if I could have moved him up that last turn. I can't remember what I'd done. I mean, I know he was involved in the fight down here. That might have been last turn, actually. Maybe. I think it might have been, actually. But what we could do this turn, I mean, I don't want to give up that position, so what I could do is switch positions with that guy, and then next turn I would be in range, and as long as I'm in command of the HQ, I could then supply the artillery, and, well, in actual fact, I need this guy up anyway, so I can't do it this turn anyway, so we've got a turn to do that. And then next turn we could, would we have double? Yeah, well, we've got double just now. So we would take it all out. We'd take the whole thing out. Well, you don't know what's going to happen in between, but it's a plan at least. It's something to try. Right, anyway, that was the event. We've got that guy back to 2 steps. So, yeah, let's move on to the sad US Engineering HQ phase. No, it can't. That's sitting in intense yellow now, Grant, remember? As well. Well, not that. For an HQ, intense doesn't really make that much odds, I suppose, does it? It's got to have the star symbol anyway, so okay, so engineering HQ phase, well, yeah, we're not getting these 2, we're gonna get one support marker. Okay, so 1 support marker. I can't establish this anyway because it's in the field of fire. We will get to advance this 1, although it's not increasing it. It's still staying at 2. We need next turn it will jump up to 3. What about your support marker, Grant? No, because I've got, well, disruption wise, I've only got this guy here, but again, yeah, what was this? This was another reinforce, wasn't it? Yeah. Oh yeah, so he's sitting in intense yellow as well. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, well. Yeah, well, going by what Martin said, actually, I just realised that a hero and a support marker would be able to supply these 2 missing weapons. I'm pretty sure that's what he said. He said you could have a hero and the use of 1 wildcard support marker. But the fact I can... Yeah, because I don't think we're going to take on this position, are we? This is an inland position with an inland depth marker and everything's doubled. It's in a fortified position. I think that's silly. We can only attack it for like 7. The best we could hope for is it to be like a... No, it would have to just be a 1, wouldn't it? Attack of a 7. it'd have to be a 1, and then we wouldn't want the weapons because sure the depth marker would be too much for us to handle. Yeah, that's a suicide attack. That I think. Let's not do that. So are you using your support marker then? Well, yeah, I did talk about Garrison in that red position up there, which I'm going to have to do either this turn or next turn. What else are we going to do? I don't think I'm... This is coastal. Unit gets doubled. Yeah, the unit gets doubled in this hex, even though I'd be attacking from not across the seawall. That'd be 6 strength. I'll just obviously try to see if I need this support marker for anything fancy. Is this worth a bash, maybe? Yeah, I was going to say we could have got the tank for that as well, but if I do that, then I'm not moving the tank. Well... Oh, I could do that and just do what I said. Otherwise, move this up with a hero, and then next turn attack that. Because yeah, I tell you what, if we could miraculously, you're not going to be able to take all that out, surely. What could I have? I could have 5, 6. That's not range. That doesn't reach, and we kind of need that for that anyway. So 6, and then 2 from the tank, 8. The unit's going to get doubled. The depth is not. Eight, and I'd have a wild card. Remember, this brings no weapons with it. That would bring artillery and 1, 2, 3, 4, and machine gun actually. Browning, radio, and demolitions. Not bad. And then a wild card. Yeah. And if I kept the support marker, maybe it gives you a chance at maybe getting more support markers next turn though. That's the thing, Grant. Yeah, okay. I'm not going to use the support marker then. But you can see, Grant, that you do need to, if you want to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 positions over here, 9 secure positions, you need either a unit in there or you need it garrisoned. And I could do that right now, but so it means going out in the last turn, but then you're talking about you're wanting the support marker for the attack on this tank next turn. Well, that would mean you need to take this guy out completely this turn. I don't know, is this a coastal position? Did he move down? Oh, no, he reinforced, Grant. He's an elite. Oh. What was the one that we'd like to see? The 1, 2, and he had mortar. There was a guy that was down here. He had mortar and machine gun, was it? And he was a 2. Well, I wouldn't have the mortar, but we'd have the machine gun from the tank. I could get the mortar from that. And we'd have 8 against 4. So we'd have double with the weapons. And we get lucky with a depth marker, maybe. Yeah, but you need double. Yeah, I'm not going to do and they double and still have the weapons to eliminate them both. Because even, you know, if this is just a unit left alone, disrupted, they're still not going to get the support for the last turn. You can forget that. You're not going to get them. So I was just counting again. I've got 13 positions right now. This could threaten. Maybe not so much that. Well, no, that's not a position. This could threaten this position though, and take out one of my SP engineers, support engineers, if we don't do it. I mean, it is in steady yellow, but still that threat there. So I'm just wondering if I should possibly still be trying to go for that. Right, okay, I think I'm going to garrison. Because I don't see... I think I might still have an attack at this. Well, aren't you better keeping hold of the support marker now than I, Grant? I'm not going to free up these at all. I don't think so. I think the best reserve unit that we put back, and I mean best for me, is that 2 strength one. And that's no guarantees that it's that. I didn't watch them all when they went back, but if they're all elite units, and that was that one that was the 2 was a coastal one, so it was probably the weakest of the 3 that were there. So I very much think I'm going to free this up anyway. So I'm going to just have 1 support marker for next turn, and then I can garrison that next turn. And, well, the one thing that could spoil that if we draw a red eye, I suppose. But if I keep this support marker now, it might just be able to, we might be able to chuck something in there just in case. Just in case it's something that I want to have. Because I don't even really want to dig to the depth marker here, I don't think. I just want to disrupt this. Right, okay, I'm keeping it. We're moving on to the US action phase, right? That's the wrong background. Anyway. Yeah, and I did move this on, so we're still on 2, but yeah. Right, right, first of all, this one's simple enough. We're going to attack here with this for 4, and this is getting right, yeah, no pantries. So 4 attacking here, this is supporting the attack for another 6, so it's 10. Don't have the weapons, 10 against 5 is double. We're going to, disrupt that guy. Japanese disruption, yeah. Oh yeah, that means you can't do the tank background if you do that. So hold on. Maybe I do want a garrison. Right, no new information. Hang on. The thing is, you're not, well, yeah, you are actually. I'm going to be able to maybe take this out, but then yeah, I could maybe my command post could go into it and grab another point, actually. So, because next turn, if we switch that tank, well, no, hold on. If I bring that hero up to get adjacent to this, probably just into this position here, I think we'll be fine. Oops. Yeah, I wish. He has had an action. Then I've got 10. Well, it's not so much about the strength, it's about the weapons then. Well, we want to have the 10 still because we want to double it. This brings up none of the weapons that are required, but it brings the hero to bring along one of the weapons. Then, going by what Martin said, I can use a hero and one support wildcard in an attack. That means I've got to have one of these. And this at the next attack. And it looks like I'm only going to get one next turn, and I want to garrison this, so I'm actually going to garrison that after all. Right? So, sorry about that. I'm going to garrison that hex. Now, it just needs to be... where are we? Garrison... During US engineering HQ phase, you may spend the support marker to place a garrison in position hex meeting all the following requirements: occupied by or adjacent to a US unit, okay. In US communication, okay. Not in the field of fire of a Japanese unit, even if disrupted. All good, yeah. It's adjacent to, it's in communication or adjacent to the beach, and it's not in the field of fire of a Japanese unit, even if it was disrupted. So I'm going to garrison that hex. So that means I've no support markers. So if we are going to attack this, we're relying on what we've got there. So we are still doing that, but plan is, well, yeah, the other option could be don't attack that, but I think I'm going to have a go at that, just for the walls, just for, yeah, just because. What if it's a 3 grand? What have you got? No, if it's a 3, it's getting doubled to a 6. I've got 8 strength. So that's... And then if I have the weapons, it's going to have to reveal the depth marker. I don't think I want to be going there, do I? I think I'm making a mess of this. This just feels so hopeless. I'm pretty sure I shouldn't be making this attack. The only way it's going to work if it's the 2 strength one, and I also don't want to reveal the depth marker anyway. So all I'm going to be trying to do here is disrupting it. I mean, wouldn't I even be better just trying to barrage it if I was going to go down that road? I don't know. Yeah, both these positions are really tough. Man, this is even harder, but... do all the units that attack get disrupted? I think so. Attackers disrupted. Yeah, because if I make an attack on this position and I don't have the weapons, and I'm not double, I'm going to get disrupted. If the depth marker's unrevealed, which is more than likely going to be. What a mess. Yeah, I don't see the point. Right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to switch these across. So that's going to move to there. That tank's going to move into there. And that's just so that is now in range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's in range of this. and as long as it's in range and in command, it can support the attack on this. So that would bring the artillery, and this could come. This is going to come up. In fact, I'm just going to move that now. Oh yeah, I can't move that. That's a command post, Grant. So, well, no, because he's involved in the attack as well, isn't he? What would I need? I need 10 strength. 7. Oh, that's 9. Oh, hang on. 3, 9, 11. And I can move that guy, but he's in a position as well. Could this guy bail out? Maybe if he was. Yeah, sorry, I might not be showing you much of that. Sorry, I'm just getting carried away there. I'm just thinking, if at the end of turn 50, if I can take that out, it'd be nice to move something into the position. So I suppose if this guy happens to survive, he could then move 1, 2 into that position, because he's in a pretty bad spot anyway. Right, let's just do this. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I do want to try and take the tank out, to be honest. So I'm going to move this 2 hexes up into there. That wasn't going through intense, no. Well, he's disrupted anyway. So that up to there. And what I'm actually going to do here is, this is just to give another little option. I'm going to stack these. Oh, he's in a position as well, isn't he? It's just I was thinking that would give me an extra 2 strengths, so I'd have 5, 6, 7, 8, and if I did use a tank, that would be 10. But then that exposes that and loses me a point if I do that. And yeah, we're only getting 1 support marker, and if you use the tank for that, you're going to have to use a support marker for that. Dear me. What a mess. That guy, the disrupted guy, can just lose his disruption, yeah. Well, he's sitting in a 10 shield as well. I forgot because that came in there. Oh well. Right, we've got three action markers here, Grant. And nothing we're wanting to do. No, I don't think I'm going to do anything. I had a little thought about maybe moving this guy back. It's going to be an infiltration move, but after creating this flank and now thinking he's there and this guy's not really able to help, he's now sitting in intense yellow. I thought if I get him back to there, if he manages to get back there safely, then I could also then have a 1, 2, 3 hex move into there. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he's sitting in red. Could he sit there for a while? He's eventually going to get hit, isn't he? Well, maybe not. It does have to be a circle on the card. It does have to be red and a circle. Maybe I should just leave him. And at least he's creating the flank on this guy, so eventually get another unit in there. Well, unless he stays there, but yeah, I don't see moving anything else any much helpful. Like I say, not even this. I don't, because I'm going to have to garrison that hex next turn, which means using up my only support marker. And that then, yeah, I need to do it. I need to use it for 2 things, and I can't do that. Yeah, I mean, I could still have an attack of 5, 6, 7, 8 on that from here and here. But the tank would have to be used up here. Well, I suppose unless I don't consider needing that point, but I think that's... No, let's not. I'm leaving it. I'm just going to leave it. So I've not used any of my actions. So that's it. Let's just wrap this up, Grant. And yeah, I'm doing nothing up here. Yeah, I've kind of lost the momentum a little bit. This does seem pretty decent, but I'm reluctant to start moving until I can secure this. Well, until I get past turn 15, I suppose, really, which is next turn. I want to make sure I'm getting the points to carry on. In some ways, like I've said, I'd probably be better put out my misery, I think. I certainly don't feel this can be a winning position. I don't know though. Like I say, I've nothing to really compare it to. I can't remember the last game I had. I want to feel like it was a bit better than this though. But who knows? Maybe not. Right, I'll straighten everything up, and yeah, I feel like I'm leaving a lot that's not getting done, but trying to play safe for the next couple of turns. I don't know if that's safe or not though. Actually, hold on. You've taken away the thought of close combat, haven't you? I don't want to chuck that guy in though. I mean, that would be 4 cards. It's not disrupted. Ooh, careful. Oh, no. I'm just going to leave it. Right, okay. Yeah, that probably felt like probably the worst turn that I've had, I think. Just, yeah. Poor Japanese fire phase. On that, look at the card as well. Let me remind you of the card that we had. And we knew he wasn't getting the artillery. Look, double green, double blue. And to be honest, that double green and double blue done absolutely nothing. Did they? They didn't do anything. The double green... No, you know what? The double green was here. I think that was the only double green position we had. And it didn't fire because it was wanting to do... Yeah, patrol. It just fires if units in field of fire. And if not, no action. It done nothing. And I don't think there's any double blues. There were no empty P's or empty blues. It was all about that yellow R. And it kind of devastated. Yeah, I suppose some things for the turns before as well. All these depth markers going on as well. The last couple of events were placed 2 depth markers, weren't they? Right, so phase goes back. We discard the cards. No need to shuffle. We shuffled the last turn. We are moving on now to turn 15. And yeah, well, this is it. I mean, we are sitting in a position where we can carry on, but whether we really feel like we want to right now, I'm afraid. I do feel kind of deflated, like I said. Yeah, no, I'll check disruption. I'm just looking here. We disrupted us this turn now. Okay. We'll see. I mean, I've went to my bed before in places like this, and I've got on the next day thinking, right, let's come on, let's try and do something about this. But I suppose I do want to see how this turn ends. Then you move into the night turn, which I think is a bit different, and yeah, a lot of it's not good, and we're going to get more reserves back. Oh, good. However, then the next turn we get some reinforcements, so who knows? What is it you need to win the game? Oh no, it's got weird conditions. I should look at that, but then maybe once we finish turn 15, because I really don't feel like I'm in a position to be considering winning the game anyway. So. Right, okay, I'll get away for now. I will attach this to the other half and get it uploaded as well. And yeah, we'll see. We'll maybe get back tomorrow to see where our fate lies. Okay, cheers.